So the lease is coming due on my wife's 22 Wrangler Rubicon 4xe that we've had for 3 years. And so we've been thinking about what the heck are we going to replace it with. Back when we got the 4xes, they were leasing really, really cheap. We have a, like, I don't know, $62,000 or $63,000 Rubicon 4xe that we leased for like $420 a month. And so that was a good deal. I think now they've gone up a lot. Now for that price, you're probably just getting a Sport instead of a Rubicon. So we've been kind of weighing all the options, and I think we're gonna end up going with something that's a little bit different than what you guys might expect. So here we are, guys. We're at Jim Reel's friendly Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Lapeer, Michigan. Sonic.
It went through the rumble, hold on.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yo,
It's funny because it kind of sounds like surround sound or something. All right, guys, so it's been about an hour and a half since I got to the dealership, and we finally got all the paperwork done, and this thing is now mine. So these guys, since I just drove here in the truck, these guys are gonna drive the car to me tomorrow morning, drop it off to me. So we got it charging up, and we'll get delivery tomorrow. We got a chance to just sit in it for a minute and play with some stuff, but it's cool. Now, the reason I ended up going with this is it's an incredible deal. This car has almost an $83,000 MSRP. And I was able to lease this thing for $1,200 out of pocket. And then I got 23 more payments of $347.53 per month. So less than $350 a month for an $83,000 car. Dirt cheap. So I'm gonna be beating the hell out of this thing for the next 2 years. 670 horsepower, 4-wheel drive, and you also have the drift mode, so you can do all kinds of shenanigans and stuff. It's gonna be a blast. I can't wait. Let's get one last look at her before we go home. All right, man, here's the first guy showing up. He's got the RT orange mango, I think that color is, or mango, go mango. It's got like, look at that, dude. There it is. Oh yeah, buddy. So now that they delivered this thing, let me get you guys in and show you the inside since we didn't get a chance to look at that yet. Start up. That noise is cool. I was actually watching a different video and they were saying that part of that noise, they looked at like what the Hemi was, and they kind of used some of the same, sound as that. And then I think for the shutdown, they used the Chrysler turbine car from the 1960s. You can kind of hear it. It's kind of hard to hear over this stuff moving, but from outside the car, it's loud. So, a couple cool little displays, and I really like the interior of this thing. Definitely much more modern than like the Hellcats. And I've owned a few I've had 3 Hellcats, and a whole bunch of Dodge, Chrysler, Stellantis products, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, I think it's cool. I mean, I feel like I can't help but keep feeling like I'm driving like the future, like a spaceship. It's really cool. I mean, versus like a Tesla that has like a very minimalist type of interior. I'm not the biggest fan of that. I think this is kind of a cool compromise, versus like old school versus something like this that's kind of brand new. I like the steering wheel. I like all of it. I like how these lights come in and you can change these lights to any color you want to. So pretty happy, and the visibility. So as far as driving goes, you know, you can see pretty well out of this thing, in the back and everything. You can even turn on your blinker and see your blind spot through your side cameras. Right side, look at that. How cool is that? Two more things I wanted to mention to you guys is, in addition to leasing this thing for only like $350 a month, Dodge also gives you two options. One is they will give you a brand new 220 volt stage 2 or level 2 charger to be able to charge the thing. Or like me, if you already have one of those, then you can choose to get a $600 charging credit. So they use an app called Free to Move, and with the Free to Move app, I also was able to link my ChargePoint account because I already had a ChargePoint charging app, and so I linked those, and now I have $600 available. So anytime I'm out and about and I need to charge this thing up, I've got $600 worth of electricity to be able to charge it. So that's pretty cool too. So I think what I'd like to do, guys, is I'm going to spend some time with this car over the next couple of days. That way I can do a pretty like exhaustive review, you know, after actually having some miles on it and going through all this stuff to play with. Because to be honest with you, when I bought this thing yesterday, I didn't even test drive it. I just said, you know, when the guy called me and said, hey man, we've got this great deal going on, I was like, dude, sign me up. $350 a month for this brand new car. I'm doing it. Don't even need to drive it. It'll be a cool experience to do it when I get it. So, plus it was in the showroom, and I was like, don't even worry about it. I want to get the hell out of there. So I was just like, don't even worry about it. Just deliver it to me tomorrow. I'll drive it. It'll be cool. So I'm going to go and drive this thing right now. And then what I'm going to work on over the next couple days is getting to know the car, and then get you guys kind of an in-depth review and what I like and what I don't like. All right, guys, I'm going to go out and have some fun in this car, so I'll catch you guys when we do the next one. And then let's talk about range. I don't think I mentioned it. So Dodge says that this thing should get up to 241 miles, I think is what it's rated at. And now again, that's going to be charging to 100% of the battery. And so usually they recommend to charge only to 80% to help extend the life of the battery. So, you know, at that point you're getting maybe, what, 190 miles of range, something like that. And if you beat the crap out of the car and really floor it, you know, it's going to be worse than that, right? So that's kind of something to think about. But I mean, as long as you're charging this thing every single day, you're going to have, you know, 180, 190 miles of range every day when you wake up. And if you have a longer trip, then of course you can go in the settings, change it to 100%, and then be able to have, you know, that 240 mile-ish range.